got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up,
DJs!
don't you know? Pump it up.
I see you guys leverage trading again. Chill with the leverage, man. I see the open interest. I see the funding rates. Guys, don't turn to degens again. You know what happened last time. I see those funding rates.
Don't you know? Pump it up.
Yo!
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Yo! What's going on, guys? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. Good to see everyone today, man. Kind of a tame day in the markets, but I think there's this, kind of interesting dynamic going on. Is you saw Bitcoin take a little bit of a dip this morning, but there were certain coins that did not go down with it. It actually went up while Bitcoin dipped, which included Ethereum, a lot of the L2s, and some other coins that we'll talk about today. But not the craziest day today in the market. You have some pullbacks on coins that have been doing well. Some coins are going up that haven't been doing too well. So the laggards are catching up. That's what we've been talking about. Don't FOMO into the coins that already moved. There's plenty of opportunities still in the market, and you're seeing a lot of the coins that were kind of just chilling, right, starting to come back up now, which is good. It's good to see everyone get a part of the ride, and I think there's going to be more of that probably this week. Anyways, today I want to talk about a little bit about Ethereum, and last week we know that Ethereum ETF got announced, right? BlackRock is filing for the Ethereum ETF, and kind of like Bitcoin, right? I expect that to be slowly priced in over the course of the next, I don't know when the deadline is for that. I think that's going to be a long time, probably a year. I expect that to be priced in slowly, kind of like how Bitcoin slowly priced in the ETF. So let's get this shit. Let's talk about that today. Pullback day for Bitcoin, which is cool. And we know the slight pull, it's not really a pullback day, it's flat. It's down 0.64%, but the slow, small little downwards moves for Bitcoin is going to impact the altcoins much, much more. They're in this type of market because everyone wants to leverage trade the altcoins, man. Chill with the leverage trade in the altcoins. Low leverage or spot, right? Because I see those funding rates. Those funding rates are getting ridiculous again, guys. I see you degens out there. You degens are going 50x long again. Chill out, man. You don't need to use leverage in this market. Dion, what's up, man? We got Ping. Oi! I remember the Oi song, man. We haven't played the Oi song in a long time. By the way, guys, my last sip of coffee, so we got to enjoy it. Here we go. Let's do a little swirl. Let's do a little swirl of the last sip of the coffee of the morning. Oh, for Christ's sakes, just drink the damn coffee. Let's talk charts. Jeez, man. We're not here to watch you slurp your damn coffee. Just drink it, bro. There we go. There we go. The last drink of coffee for the morning. And now we're ready to rock and roll. Let's do this, man. Anyways, guys. How's everyone doing this morning? Everyone doing pretty good? I feel like everyone's doing pretty good. Spartak is in the Matic $1 waiting room. The $1 waiting room. That'd be nice, huh? Alucard said chop in action. Yeah, chop in action today. Chop in action today, man. So, yeah, I mean, Bitcoin really isn't doing anything today. Down 0.64%. You know, like I said, it's barely been holding the 30 and 50 EMAs in the 4 hour. It's still doing it. It's another point in the market where, you know, Bitcoin gets to this point, right? It starts to have, you know, 1-2 red days, and, you know, the bears start coming out the woodwork, and really it just continues to make higher highs and higher lows. And this is another point where, you know, the bears can be looking for a bigger, massive pullback, but I don't think the bigger, massive pullback comes on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes down another 1-2%, that'll come down mostly from the altcoins. And today was another example, right? Bitcoin's down 0.6%, 0.6, right? And most altcoins down 5, 6, 7, 8% today, right? Besides a select few that are starting to catch some strength, this is a good sign. Altcoins are really the ones taking a dip. So I don't think the bigger dips happen at Bitcoin. I'm going to continue to say this. I think the dips get absolutely bought up quickly, right? Even the bears want to buy the dip. And I keep saying this, man. Man, Bitcoin, the bulls are so stupid, man. They really think Bitcoin's going to go up right now. I'm in the 32K waiting room. I want to buy 32K so bad. 32K waiting room. I know the waiting room I was in last week was the 25K waiting room, but I've moved it up. I've moved it up now to the 32K waiting room. These bulls are so stupid. Bitcoin's going to 32K. Everybody see that? Anyone seen any bears, right? The bears who were calling for 25 last week are now have moved it up to 32. And then when Bitcoin goes to 40K, they're going to move it up to 35. You see what I mean? The bulls want to buy the dip and the bears want to buy the dip. I just don't think, me personally, that Bitcoin is going to see any significant drop, because I think everyone wants to buy the dip on Bitcoin, because everyone kind of wants to be positioned going into the ETF, right? It's the bell curve, man. You got the really dumb moon boys who just want to be long, and then you got the really smart people who are just saying, bro, like, the Bitcoin ETF is coming. Like, why are we overcomplicating this? And then you got all the macro experts and fancy indicator people in the middle trying to outsmart the market. Really, it's the outsmarting the market. You ain't gonna do it, man. I keep saying this. Stop trying to be Warren Buffett, even though Warren Buffett just buys and holds, so that makes no sense. And just chill out, man. Anyways, Bitcoin on the daily. 38 to 40K. That's the big resistance. And we're finding the big resistance at 38 to 40K. I think that's going to be a little resistance for a little bit. But in the meantime, while Bitcoin's fighting the 38, 40K resistance, you're going to see altcoins that have been lagging catch up. A few of them, right? I think ETH, right? ETF announcement. I think ETH is about to absolutely explode to the upside here, as the Bitcoin maxis are loud, right? The sort of the Bitcoin maxis talking about the Bitcoin ETF. ETH doesn't got an ETF. That's now false. And I think that the money that has been going into Bitcoin because of that, a lot of that's going to start flowing into Captain Ethereum as well. My ex-wife over here, I know a lot of you guys divorced ETH too, but I think a lot of that money is going to start flowing back into Ethereum here, as we got a beautiful ascending triangle accumulation structure here on the weekly, and these break to the upside normally, right? We had a false breakdown, and especially if you have the false breakdown back above. Oh, absolutely beautiful, man. So I think that slowly gets priced in. It might not happen today. If Bitcoin pulls back, obviously ETH will pull back too, right? But if Bitcoin holds or goes up, I think ETH outpaces Bitcoin here over the course of the next few weeks. That's my hypothesis. And any type of L2s, right? So any L2 related ETH token will do well as well. Your OPs, your ARBs, your MATICs, those will do well too, in my opinion. But you know, we got some good gainers today. We got Atom, one that we've been saying, man, it's been lagging a little bit, right? If you're the type of person who's FOMOing into Sol at the top, you're FOMOing into Link at the top, there's plenty of altcoins down here. I don't want to hear you crying that there's no opportunities left, because there's plenty of opportunities with altcoins still at their bear market lows. And we're seeing a lot of these catch up now, right? And Adam would not be surprised if it's at $15 in a few weeks. Call me crazy. I would not be surprised if it's at $15 within a few weeks. Kind of like the other ones, right? That we've seen kind of bump up a little bit. AVAX has pulled back today, but AVAX already made up to the top of the range. And a lot of the L1s, right? A lot of the L1s, like Near, still plenty of opportunity here, right? I don't want to hear you crying. There's no opportunities. Would not be surprised if Near's at 250 in the next couple weeks, right? So as we continue to see the Wyckoff play out on these L1s that have been lagging, and it's a good time. It's a good time in the market, man. It's a good time in the market as long as you're sort of playing it correctly, not FOMOing into the coins that are already 5x up and then getting mad because they're pulling back. It's a good time in the market, man. Check Alice. Everything's doing well. That's the type of market we're in, man. It's good. It's good times. It's good times. If you can stomach the pullbacks and you're not over leverage trading because you're getting sloshed with the 10% pullbacks on the altcoins and you're just chilling, waiting it out, it's a good time in the market, man. If you're the one going 50x long and getting liquidated every single time we have a little bit of a dip, you ain't having a good time. That's really it. I want to FOMO into Sol. Dion, FOMO, hey, a lot of people hate on FOMOing. There's a time to FOMO and there's a time not to FOMO. You got to kind of know when it's a time to FOMO and not to FOMO, right? I think the time to FOMO is when Bitcoin's getting a fast move down, right? So if you see Bitcoin getting a fast move down and your coin's actually holding up, that's actually a good time to FOMO. But like if Bitcoin's at like a local, so like right here, you kind of Bitcoin's at a local high, would I want to FOMO into something at the current moment, right? I wait for a quick Bitcoin spike down, right? And then kind of do whatever I want to do. But yeah, man, I keep saying this. Dips are opportunities, right? If you're bullish at the highs and you see a dip and then you're bearish, I'm like, bro, what are we doing? If you're bullish at, just to give an example, right? So Chainlink, let's go look at Chainlink, right? Link to Slink. Let's go check this bad boy out. So I'm still in the $18 waiting room for Link to Slink. You see this little house? I think we're going to go right in that little house right there. Right in that little house.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
See that little house in there for Chainlink? I think we enter there. But if you were bullish at $16.50, right? Now Chainlink's at $15. You should be more bullish at $14.50 than you were at $16.50. But I mean, you should, but that's not how we want to think, right? So if you think all of a sudden something just changed, where like you're calling for Link to go to the moon at $16.50, it gets a short-term little pullback, and then you're like, it's over. That's doing it wrong, man. If you're bullish on something, the dips are actually for buying, and the dips are actually a gift, right? And this is kind of what I've been saying is, as long as you think Bitcoin's going to hold up, the dips are gifts, man, on the things that you're interested in. So, Waterfly, thank you, man. Thank you for hitting the like button, bro. I appreciate you for hitting the damn like button. I'm actually hoping Bitcoin gets a little bit of a move down here. I wouldn't mind adding on some of this stuff. What else is going on today? Not much. It's mostly a pullback day today after most things have gone up for the last couple days. PYR continued to do well, up 6%. I mean, this thing's a beast, man. Even on Bitcoin pullback days, this thing just keeps going, man. So it's up 6% today on a day where everything else is down 7-8% today. This thing just keeps on rolling. Congratulations if you got a good entry on this bad boy. I think this thing is going to be an absolute stud.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
In this next run, this thing is going to go nuts. This thing is just a beast. Yeah, and ETH holding up pretty good today, which is good, despite Bitcoin looking a little bit of red over there today. Only thing I'm holding is these nuts. He's holding these nuts. That's one thing you want to hold, man. I always hold my nuts. I always tell you guys this. Underneath the desk, dude, I am holding my freaking nuts underneath these desks. I'm playing with my nuts. I'm crossing over. I'm doing a behind the back. I'm doing some crazy shit with my nuts under here when I'm streaming. I just want to let you know, like the amount of things, that are going on over here is some crazy stuff. If you ain't playing with your nuts right now, are you really a man? I don't know if you're not. You're not a man if you're not playing with your nuts when you're sitting down. You know, who doesn't play with their nuts when they sit down? I should probably do a poll. Should probably do a poll, man. Fast said George shows a 4x in the past month. He'd ask for costs. Nothing has changed. Listen, I will say this, like, guys, costs has performed extremely well, but my point with costs is, all right, let's take a look, right? Costs has done very, very well. You're at the 2618 fib, okay? Doesn't mean this is the top, and I don't think this is the top. I think this thing's going higher. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, if I had to guess, are there other coins that will outpace? Don't look at cost from here, okay? Because this is how we want to look at things, right? We want to look at the things that have been going up for a year straight. And we're like, oh my God, this thing's bullish. Think about it from today, right? Take today, right? So take today and look at from the future. Do I think other things will outpace costs from today? Yes. Do I think costs is going higher? Also yes. Right? So not bearish on costs. I just think that from this point right here, I would rather be in some other stuff that hasn't moved yet, right, than FOMO into the one that's already done a 50x, right, during the bear market, right? And I'm not saying it's the top. I think cost is going significantly higher, as long as Bitcoin going higher, because that's just how the market works, right? Bitcoin goes higher, altcoins go higher. We overthink this, but that's really how it works. I would just rather be in some other stuff than cost up here, right, from this day forward. Obviously, it's done extremely well up to this point. That's just the way I look at it, though. Shout out to Dad's Nuts. Dad's Nuts. Man. Other than that, today is just a peaceful day today, man. Let me know, how you guys feeling today? How's everyone feeling today? I will say this. It would not surprise me if we see another one of those, like, quick altcoin shakeouts, because I was looking at the funding rates and dude, you guys are still going super leverage on the altcoins, man. It's going to take a few times before you guys realize that you don't need to use leverage on the altcoins, bro. These things move 50x in a bull market. You don't need to use leverage. Yeah, you can make a shitload of money. But the worst thing you can do, and we've said this multiple times, okay? The worst thing you can do right here. So if we just look at Bitcoin's past bull markets, okay? The worst thing you can do before easy mode, hypothetically, right? Say Bitcoin's somewhere in this part of the cycle right here, or somewhere in this part of the cycle right here, right? The worst thing you can do before easy mode is lose it all by doing something stupid that you don't need to do, okay? And I've seen this happen many times. This happened last bull market, people I knew in the last bull market, where right before, all you have to do is buy spot and hold, right before they think they're a genius because things are just going straight up, they make some stupid trade with their whole portfolio, right? And they lose it all their capital that they have. Right before, all they had to do was buy spot. And I'm begging you guys, I don't want to see that happen to you, man. Do not think you're a genius in the market, because when you think you're a genius because all you have to do is press the green button, the market will humble you. The market will make you lose it all, and then it will bounce right back up and go higher without you, because you thought you were a genius, and we're in everyone's a genius season. Everyone's a genius during this point, right? All you have to do is press long until the market whops you 20-30%, and then you're gonzo. And then 2 days later, it's higher, and you're like, this market's a freaking scam. This is bullshit. It's like, no, you were a scam. You were using too much leverage, thinking you were a genius. Just chill out, man. Just chill out, right? Don't get fooled by the big P&Ls on people showing trades, which is awesome. I love when people make money, but don't think that you have to do that. You don't have to do that, right? And I want to make that clear. Trade for fun, right? If you're good at it, congrats to you, but 99% of people aren't. So, you know, that's my point for today, because I'm seeing those funding rates start to tick up, which means people are going ape shit again. You know what I mean? So just chill out, man. It would not surprise me if we saw another flush. And then we bounce right back up 2 days later, we're higher. That's what happened last week, right? Quick flush, most altcoins are higher from that point. Bitcoin is a scam. Yo, G Money! What's up, man? Let's see. A buddy of mine is 5x long on about 20 different coins from close to their bottoms and still holding. Well, yeah, that's different, right? It's different if you're long from the bottom. But if you're going 20x long right here, that's a different story, right? I'm a drunken genius, like 175 IQ. Clint, you are 175 IQ. You FOMO'd into ETH today. I love it, man. That's the best thing you could have done. The rotation will be glorious, but maybe we need a little pullback to get people a little bit scared again, right? Bitcoin down 1%. These are the type of days where, like, I think people get a little bit bearish because they see the altcoins getting trounced, but then you look over at Bitcoin down 1%, and you're like, bro, what's going on here? But people get bearish because they see the altcoins going down more. Guys, in this type of market, the altcoins moving doesn't matter at all. It's all dependent on what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin's up 5% tomorrow. These altcoins will be back up 20%. It does not matter what these altcoins are doing. It's all about what Daddy's doing. What Daddy doing? Daddy a little red, altcoin a little more red. Daddy a little green, altcoin a little more green. Man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Anyways, what else do we got? Not too much. I think, you know, as we kind of go into this and kind of what we've been talking about the last, like, I don't know, throughout the bear market, which I think this cycle is interesting. It's definitely behaving a little bit different than the last cycles, and they all kind of behave a little bit different, right? Last cycle we had COVID crash like right before the halving, which was very different than the previous cycle, which the previous cycle we kind of just went straight up. We're kind of performing like that first cycle, but a lot sooner. And it's a little bit interesting. And I think a lot of it has to do with the ETF hype, more people knowing about the Bitcoin halving this time around. And it's definitely interesting. And one thing I will note is that in the two previous cycles, we did go up to the 618 retracement before the halving, right? So right here, June 2016, we saw the 618 fib before, right? And then we got a pullback. 2019, we saw the 618 fib. And then obviously we got a pullback. And what's interesting in this cycle is we have not seen the 618 retracement yet. Where's that 618 retracement? That's at 48K. And for that reason, and for many different reasons that we've said as a breaking back into the 2021 range, it would not surprise me if before the halving we see close to, you know, the mid 40,000s. That would not surprise me whatsoever. Once again, is that a crazy call? It's really not at this point. I mean, at this point, we're talking about like a 25% move up on Bitcoin. I mean, that's really nothing. So that's kind of like where my pre-halving target is, based off previous cycles. But, you know, I think as Bitcoin starts to rise up here and really start to go, I actually think that it's a little bit different this time, and maybe it doesn't end up being different. Maybe it ends up being the same. Is the Ethereum chart is weird right now. I think it's very, very weird because this thing just looks very good from the circumstance of the higher lows throughout the bear market. I actually think this starts to catch up sooner than it did last time, if I had to guess. And the altcoins are moving a little bit faster than they did last time too, which is also a little bit different. So a lot of different things going on, man. A lot of different things going on. It's cool. It's a little weird, but it's cool at the same time. I like it. Let's see. 30K incoming. I will firmly disagree with you, my friend. I'm gonna keep saying this, and it's been correct so far. I don't see who's selling their Bitcoin right before the halving in the ETF. I don't. You're gonna see small profit taking on Bitcoin. You'll see more profit taking on the altcoins. I don't see who's selling their Bitcoin right now. Big money, right? Retail. Okay, you might sell, whatever you have. It's not gonna move the market. I don't see what big money's selling their Bitcoin at the current moment. This time is in fact not different, Bjorn. The two previous cycles, Bitcoin went to the 618 retracement before the halving. That is not based off emotion. That's based off facts. Let's see. If soul is the ETH of the last time, who's the soul of the soul? It's a great point, man. It's gonna be some new coin that hasn't come out yet, right? Because soul came out during the bull market last time. Right? So, and I've said this multiple times, a lot of the best gainers in the bull probably haven't even come out yet. It's new chains that'll be launched in the next year or so, right? Your avalanches, your souls, your polka dots, those all came out during the bull market last time. So a lot of the biggest gainers and the biggest chains probably aren't even released yet, which also makes it fun, right? Because then that adds a little bit different element to it. INJ's been a beast, man. INJ has been a freaking beast. Simple as that. Simple as that. It's been freaking crazy, dude. Adam's the next soul. Well, Adam was already out last bull, so it's a little bit different. You could maybe say Adam is the next ADA. That would be cool. Must be Kaspa. Kaspa's kind of like Chainlink last time. If you guys were in 2020, remember Chainlink? Chainlink was going nuts the whole bear. Right, so we actually go look at Chainlink's chart. If you guys were in the market 2019, every other thing was going down, but Chainlink was going absolutely berserk in 2019. Right, so it was one of the only coins throughout the 2018. Look at this. Basically, from the top, for Bitcoin at the top, it bottomed in July 2018. It was the only coin. This is actually, Bitcoin was getting trounced during this time. Altcoins were getting trounced. Chainlink actually went from like 17 cents to $5 during the bear market. It's very similar to what Kaspa's done. And I guess the good thing for Kaspa is even when Bitcoin went on a bull market, I mean, Chainlink still went on to do another 10x from that point, right? Which is my point. I still think Kaspa's going to go up. But I think they're at this point, from today, not looking back at the past and revisionist history, I think other coins perform better than Kas at this point. From this point forward, not looking at the last 2 or year it's been out. But yeah, Link still went on to do very, very well, just not as well as everything else during that time period, where most other coins did 50 to 100 X's at that point. Chainlink did a 10X, right? So, not, like I said, you'll take a 10X all day, but was it the best performing? No. Probably similar to Kaspa. Trolls showing up. Yay, I love the trolls, man. Bring the trolls on, man. I love the trolls, man. You gotta love the trolls. The trolls are actually what makes crypto go up, in my opinion. If there was no trolls and everyone was super bullish, crypto won't go up. The trolls are what keeps the Bitcoin disbelief alive. It's what keeps the buttcoiners alive. You know? Soon it will be playing like whack-a-mole. True. It will be playing like whack-a-mole. Hollow Man said, expect Elon to blow a second wind into Doge during this bull. Buying now at 0.07 may get an eventual 5x return. A 5 to 10x? Yeah, I mean a 5 to 10x is nothing. Once again, I keep saying people forget what a true crypto bull market is. It's a 5 to 10x is a sneeze in the wind. We've already seen multiple coins do 5x's already, right? That's really nothing. But I think that that's totally reasonable. Totally reasonable. Troll alert.
Rant alert.
Yeah, we need to make the troll alert button. Which we need. I meant to do that last time. I didn't, though. The troll alert. We can do rant alert, though. What's ETH doing? ETH just chilling right at resistance here. ETH's just kind of chilling right here, right at this 2150 resistance level. I think ETH's just kind of waiting for Bitcoin to hold up some steam. So Bitcoin's like kind of just consolidating right here at this $36,600 level. It keeps bouncing off there. So once again, I think all these dips keep getting bought up pretty quickly. And that's what you see. And as soon as one does it, you get the USDT minting. They mint another $1 billion. Right? I mean, just in the past, I saw this. Stablecoin firm Tether minted 4 billion USDT in 4 weeks. Right? So, and this is something we knew about too. People forget about this. USDT, or Tether, basically announced that any of their profits, I think with like 50% of their profits, they're just going to be buying Bitcoin with 50% of their profits, right? So it just adds more buy pressure in. And that's what they've done, right? People thought they're lying. They're not going to do that. No, bro. Every time there's a dip, they mint more USDT. I bet that they're just buying Bitcoin with that, right? So that's pretty cool. What else is going on? Bitcoin institutional inflows top 1 billion in 2023, and Bitcoin supply squeeze. Institutional inflows. I wonder how they get that info. Who knows how they get that info? Institutional. The word institutional, I don't like that word, man. People use that word too much. Real institutional FOMO is the big boys. Not is like BlackRock, and give me Apple or Microsoft. Give me those bad boys. I'll take those guys buying BTC. Nothing really. Funding rates echo 69K BTC price. This is what I'm saying, man. Stop going leverage long. It's gonna pay you. It's gonna pay you. Anyways. Action bull lasted a day. Action's bearish again. Bro, how are we getting... I will never understand, man. Like, we'll be bullish right here, 37,382. Bitcoin is down 0.84% today. It's in the same price it was yesterday. How can your view switch from yesterday to today? I'll never understand, man. I don't get how the view can switch from one day to the next. Oh, man. And that's why we went down. Action was bullish. Action was bullish, so we had to pull back. Now, the nature is correcting. Now Bronson's bearish again. We going back up. That's it. We going back up now. That's exactly what we do. Oh, Data Dash is bearish too. This is great. I don't understand what's flipped over the weekend. We know Bitcoin usually doesn't move up during the weekend or down, but somehow something changed over the weekend. Somehow, all the fake bulls are now turning bearish again. It's fantastic. Nature is correcting. Nature is correcting. It is phenomenal. Guys, my data tells me, my name's Data Dash. Actually, no, we're gonna get a better guy. We're gonna get a better Data Dash. Hold on. Guys, my name is Data Dash. And my data is telling me not to trust this Bitcoin pump, even though I've been saying that since 15K. I sold my whole portfolio at 15,000 Bitcoin. And my data tells me that this pump on Bitcoin is fake. Okay? Do not be falling for all the thumbnails telling you Bitcoin's going to go higher, even though most thumbnails say, massive crash incoming every time there's red candles. Guys, this is not a bull market. The macro is horrible. We're going lower. If you take a look at this chart, which has been the same chart for the last year and hasn't meant shit, interest rates are still going up, guys. Risk assets do not go up. when there's interest rates. Even though they do. They usually go down when the Fed cuts rates and goes up until they cut rates, but we're just going to ignore that part. We're going down. Oh, man. Anyways. Let's see. This guy's spinning facts. Ice Sniper. Of course, Ice Sniper coming in. Of course, Ice Sniper coming in.
Jordan, can you check out
Data Dash
Sushi
trying to
chart?
outsmart the market. Guys, you're not going to outsmart the market, man. You're not going to outsmart the market. I'm going to keep mentioning the bell curve. Think about, people get stuck in a narrative. The people who were geniuses during the bear market, right? I could name all the channels, right? They were geniuses because they were bearish during the bear market. They've still been bearish the whole run up. And I don't understand why the perma bears don't get as much hate as the moon boys do, even when they're wrong just as much. I never understand it. They're still geniuses somehow, even though they basically missed the entire move up, which in crypto is worse because if you missed out on the crypto move up, you basically missed the whole point. But it's besides the point. Less than 2 months from 2024. Yeah, it is. It's November 13th. It is November 13th. And it's great. All right. Anyways, guys. What else is going on here? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna overcomplicate this. I could sit here and come up with a bunch of charts and stuff that kind of are kind of going to the point of what you want to hear and stuff, but I could really just show the weekly chart. And if you're a holder and you don't care about short-term tips, which I know a lot of you guys don't care about the short-term tips, this is really the only chart I need to see right here. Okay, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, we look at it because it's fun, but this is really the only chart I need to see. Right, breaking back in to that 2021 range, which was previous support, right, and then you have your top, right. So this was one big range that we broke back into, right? This is really the only chart I need to see. I think, we try to make things more difficult and, okay, maybe Bitcoin pulls back into here. But if to me, and the way I look at this chart is it's more risky to be out of Bitcoin than to be in Bitcoin at this point. And if you're a bear and you're looking for the 32K pullback, maybe it comes. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and act like I have a crystal ball and I'm going to time the 1 hour time frames because no one can. The thing is, if it doesn't pull back from here, do you have a plan, or are you just going to continue to be bearish and it just keeps going up? Like that's my question to you. This is a range reclaim, and not going to happen in a month. Probably not going to happen in 3 months or 6. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened in 6. But the range high is what the target is, right? Unless we break back below, right, out of the range, right? If we break back below 30,500, that's it. It's over. Lights out, as they would say. But really, I'm not going to overcomplicate this. And we're back in the range, targeting range high. That is really it. And what we also can do is just bring up the 50 moving average bands, which historically, that's been like whenever Bitcoin moves above those, as long as it stays above, right, that is a good point to be bullish. If it breaks back below, that's a good point to, right, probably switch your opinion a little bit, right? So that's really it. I'm not going to overcomplicate this and make this more difficult than what it is. I'm sitting comfy in spot. I'm going to be more bullish on pullbacks than sort of being bullish on the way up and then you get a pullback and you're like, oh my God, it's over, right? I think pullbacks are gifts. That's been proven in the market. Every single little pullback gets bought up a little bit. So if you are a bull, pullbacks are gifts. Don't turn into a bear on every little pullback, man. It's frustrating. It is. But that's the way the market works, I guess. Let's see. Later, Wayne. Have a good one, bro. Thank you, Waterfly. Yeah, there's not too much to entertain today. I think today is, waiting to see what Bitcoin does. Not being too over leveraged in the market, because if Bitcoin does get another spike down, these altcoins will puke. Don't be too over leveraged. And then if you're a bull, right, and you see your altcoin drop double digits, I mean, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. As they say, and as the guy says.
Mike Hall.
Second name cool.
Mike Hall. Mike Hall.
Yeah.
Mike Hall. Give me first place, second that won't do for me. I came to win, fuck I look like trying to lose, homie. Scared money don't make no what? Scared money don't make no money. Give me first place, second that won't do for me. I came to win, fuck I look like trying to lose, homie. Scared money don't make no what? Scared money don't make no money. Give me first place, I want it in the worst way. And fuck what the church say, they hating on the wordplay. They'd rather see me serve plates, I'm in a fucking rat race. Everybody coming on, no telling what their back way.
Even if you would hurt the chart.
Rhymes pay, I'm here every day, feel like my birthday, not just once a year. I'm trying to win, fuck a loss, so I use everything I was taught. You got luck on your side, I got the man who carried the cross and the eye of the tiger.
Matisse Beta Male. You sound salty, my man. It's okay. Were you bearish all the way into the soul top and then you bought? That's what happened, isn't
Rant
it?
alert.
That's what happened, wasn't it? You were bearish all the way and then you got bullish at soul on $55 and you bought. Ah, man.
Rant alert.
Man, it is what it is. It is what it is, my man. It's okay. It's okay. Next time you buy a top, maybe it goes up a little bit for you. All right? GT Nuts. What's up, bro? What's up, man? Who's the artist of the song? This is Tig Haman. Tig Haman. Tig Haman. That's what it is. So if you like it, you like it. Merlin said, imagine buying Soul at $55. Listen, man, you gotta throw with the FOMO, man. Sometimes FOMO works, but to be FOMO into something like that when you got other L1s that do the exact same thing, not serving, they're not solving world hunger, right? Still at the lows. I think these ones catch up a little bit, Let's see. FOMO into the top on ADA, but hoping for dips. Hey, man. You got to do what you got to do, man. If you want to FOMO, you FOMO, but with FOMOing comes risk, obviously, right? How's Savvy doing? I haven't seen him in a while. I think Savvy was bullish to 40K. I haven't watched him in a little bit, but the last video I watched, he thought Bitcoin was going to go to 40K, which I'm shocked. I've never seen him make a bullish video. It is absolutely shocking to me. Shocking. Merlin said, I bought all my soul at $20. Still seems overvalued. Well, I mean, hypothetically, all crypto is overvalued in theory, right? I mean, most of it doesn't really do anything, if we're just being honest with ourselves. But, it's not about is it overvalued. It's what's someone willing to pay for it, right? Doesn't matter if it's overvalued. Literally, probably every single thing besides Bitcoin is overvalued. Bull market, let's go. Well, using the word bull market is very I don't like using the word bull market. Right? I mean, I would say it's a bull market for Bitcoin. It might be a little early to call a bull market for everything else. But, I think Bitcoin's what matters, and Bitcoin has been in a bull market since November of last year. A year. I mean, Bitcoin's almost up 3x from the lows. You don't even notice it, but it's up 3x from the lows. Which is pretty crazy, actually. Not 3x from the lows, but I'm exaggerating a little bit, but... Let's see. If the song was a crypto, it would be a shitcoin that already rugged. Yeah, it would be a shitcoin that already rugged. It definitely would. All right, guys. It's just a pullback day. These days kind of suck because the change of emotion gets old after a while. But Bitcoin down a whole whopping 1% today. You know, we were all bullish on Friday. Now Bitcoin is 1% lower, and now we're all bearish. Remember, the altcoin market does not dictate what Bitcoin does. So if the altcoins are down 10%, it doesn't matter for Bitcoin. If anything, that's more bullish for Bitcoin because that money will flow back into Bitcoin. And basically, it's getting rid of all the FOMOers as they panic sell. So if anything, it's more bullish for Bitcoin. So yeah, that's just the pull. It's just kind of a sideways day today. Nothing really else going on. You got some alts that have been lagging, catching up a little bit, which is good. But for the most part, mostly a red day over there in the altcoin market. But once again, I don't want to hear crying that, you know, there's no opportunities and I didn't have a chance. And, you know, I don't want to hear stuff bounces tomorrow that, you know, I want a dip. And you just got a damn dip. You just got a damn dip. I don't want to hear that shit. All right. So I'm out of here. Peace. I'm going to keep today nice, short, and sweet. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Maybe if Bitcoin does something crazy, we'll do a surprise stream at some point, maybe. But other than that, nothing crazy going on. So I'm not going to just got to sit here and act like something crazy is going on because it's not. It's really not. And there's going to be multiple days where we're going to be doing long streams when stuff really does get crazy. So we got to keep the gas in the tank. Got to keep that gas in the damn tank ready to go for the next 5-hour stream, which I'm going to have to do at some point soon. I'll let you guys know when the 5-hour stream's coming, but probably not anytime soon. Probably not anytime soon. Maybe when we get another bounce, we'll do it. But other than that, I'm out, guys. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy your Monday. Do the research now. Have your plan now for ready to go for when, you know, like I said, things really start to move because, to be quite honest, this really isn't anything yet. This is some pussy shit that you know, it needs to take some steroids. Needs to do some damn steroids, man. All right. Later. Peace. And watch out. I'll see you later. Be ready for ETH to catch up to Bitcoin because it's coming. I'll make that claim now. ETH will catch up to Bitcoin in the next few weeks. Later. Let's do some Halloween music to go. Let's do some Halloween music to go, man. Let's do this. And I'll say it like I do every day there's a Bitcoin pullback. I would not be surprised I come back tomorrow and Bitcoin's back up here. Every time I said that, it has done that. Right? So I would not be surprised I come back tomorrow, Bitcoin's back up here. Peace! Scary Halloween music ensue. Later. This song is so spooky! Nish, I will not change this shirt. I will wear it every day. Just for you. I wear the same shirt 3 times in a row. But it's okay. Last week I wore the same hoodie 3 times in a row. It was fantastic.